I'm back recently. God damn. I'm walking a bit too fast. Let me slow down. Recently, I've been seeing myself improve in certain aspects of my life, and I can say it's one of the most satisfying feelings ever. Ever. I can give specifics. In January, like the very beginning of January, actually it started before January, about after exams ended in December, I was like, I don't really feel too good about these exams. Like, I don't feel like I gave my all into them. In addition to that, I also didn't mention, so I actually failed a course last semester, I failed a course last semester. It was called Clinical Hematology. So I went and I redid that course, and the results just came out and I passed. Yeah, thank God. In the end of December, after I finished my junior surge exams, I was like, damn, I don't really feel 100% about these exams. So I decided, I had like a sort of mindset change, and I was like, I'm gonna try a little bit harder for, oh hey doggo. I got distracted, sorry. So yeah, I was like, I don't really feel 100% about these exams. So this January, or for the rest of the year, I'm gonna put a lot more effort into it. And I've been seeing a difference. I've been seeing myself improve, and it's so satisfying in here, you know? And then also, I think a bigger part of what's motivating me is because I'm actually enjoying the rotation I'm on. So I'm on junior surgery right now, and I am loving it. It's so much better than surgery. I might actually end up going into medicine, something in internal medicine, because it's interesting to me. It's drawing me. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm back. I got some food for myself and my gardener and my brother too, I guess. And yeah. When I get back inside, I'll continue talking. Yes. Hours later, I am back. Between the last vlog that I made, which was like October or November or something, and now, which is not February, we're January 28th, not quite February, but yeah, between that time and now, I've been vlogging and stuff. I vlogged like parts of my surgery experience, but after I finished making the video, or after I finished vlogging, I realized that it's kind of just me going from place to place. So I can probably like put in smaller clips and show you, but like it's just me going from one location to the other, and I can't really show you the interesting parts because, well, they're probably either confidential or it would be unprofessional of me to just take out the camera and start doing all that in front of everybody. I've been making videos and then I realized, well, damn, it probably won't be like a cohesive thing. So I'm just gonna show you what I've been up to from then till now. It is 4:50 or 4:49. Wait, one second, let me check. Yeah, it is 4:49. Can I live? Let me wash the crust out my eyes real quick. Hold up. I made it. Bro, hold on. I made it. I made it to the end of the week. Yes, and this rotation. So I made it to the end of the 4 weeks. I was doing a subspecialty, surgical subspecialty for 4 weeks. The first 2 weeks I did neurosurgery. The last 2 weeks I did urology. And I just finished up. Today's Friday. I just finished up my last 2 weeks on urology. And I did it at KPH. It was actually nice. A lot nicer than UE, the learning aspect at least. So I was doing junior surgery, which was split into 2 4-week blocks. The first 4 weeks I was doing subspecialty, so I did neurosurgery and I did urology, and then the last 4 weeks, the second 4 weeks, I did general surgery. The 2 weeks at UE on neurosurge, it taught me a lot. It was the first 2 weeks. And it taught me about what was expected of me in terms of learning. So it didn't really click with me before, but this is genuinely a program where you have to go learn everything yourself. Nobody's teaching anything. This is a genuine self-learn kind of program. You go read your book, and then people will come and ask you one bag of questions, and they don't take it light either. It's not somewhere, oh, you don't know the question, okay, cool, you can move on. No, they're gonna be like, what is, and then continue grilling you on questions even though you didn't answer the previous one. And most of the times the next question is a follow-up question. It's attached to it. It's like, if you don't know the first part, then how are you gonna know the second part? Yeah, it rough. So you have to go in prepared, well prepared, knowing the material, and if not, then you're just there. You're there. Nothing you can do. Just stay quiet. I hope somebody else answer the question. Unless it's your day to get picked on, which was my day yesterday, and that's never fun. A consultant or a resident may just be like, okay, yeah, your time now, and then nothing you can do. You just have to bear it and hope you get questions you can actually answer, and if not, I just saw life go. Surgery. I started off on neurosurgery. First 2 weeks of school. That was back in, I don't know, October? Mid-October, I think. I won't assign any blame to anyone in particular, but the neurosurgery rotation that I was on was probably the most disorganized rotation I've ever been on so far. It was just the worst. But the residents who I was with were trying. They were trying and they're trying, for real. But it was just disorganized, and yeah, after leaving during the entire rotation, I was like, I don't know what's going on, I'll be honest. I barely learned anything that was surgery related. I think I wasted the 2 weeks that I was there on the thing. And there are lots of topics to cover for surgery, so that was actually a very big deal. So yeah, there are lots of topics to cover for surgery, and to have wasted 2 weeks, or felt like I wasted 2 weeks, that's just not a good start to your surgery rotation. But yeah, that's neurosurgery. After that, I went to urology at KPH. The last 2 weeks at KPH, those were especially nice. Partially nice, kind of, sort of. Okay, let me explain. I'm gonna explain right now. So I hated waking up early, because I had to wake up super early, catch a bus, and go to KPH. And then most times I didn't eat breakfast, but I did pack lunch, and I ate the lunch when I got the chance. The parts that I did enjoy about KPH, the learning experience was super nice, the doctors were super nice, the entire, I would say, atmosphere was super nice. You got a more hands-on experience at KPH. You could, go and just, actually, you don't even have to say or do anything. You could just be living your life. Somebody would walk up to you and be like, hey, you wanna do this? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm trying to do that. I wanna do that. Cool. The difference between those two subspecialties, night and day. I reached KPH. This is in week 3 of subspecialties, right? So I reached KPH and I didn't know what to expect, because out of the 21 years I was 20 at the time. Out of the 20 years of my entire life, I had never been to Kingston Public Hospital. And that's a good thing as well, because, most times when a person goes to the hospital is because they have some sort of problem and they need it to be addressed. So I reached KPH, Kingston Public Hospital. Didn't know what to expect. Well, I had some idea of what to expect. But I reached there and I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, this is KPH. KPH. If you know, you know. Let's be honest. If you know, you know. So, it has its pros and it has its cons, and I will tell you them right now. But overall, KPH urology experience, I enjoyed it. It was a beautiful learning experience. The residents, the interns, the consultants, they're all super nice. The nurses were nice. Everybody was just like coming together, and they they were trying to elevate you to a higher level. They wanted you to learn. They made you feel like, okay, yeah, this is what you're supposed to come here, you're supposed to learn, and yeah. So that was the KPH experience. Met some great people, and overall it was a great experience. The environment though, KPH need to fix up, and I cannot even lie to you. Like, I'm not going to cap, I'm not going to go around, beat around the bush. The place just is popped down. It needs help. It does. It really does. If you're looking at the ceiling, holes everywhere, stuff dropping from the ceiling, water dropping down. That's not a good that's not a good thing. You can't be walking into a hospital expecting the place to look a certain type of way and it have problem. You look down, place need for retile, hole in the wall everywhere. It just, there's KPH, it need help. It's so unfortunate that we are the way we are, and we can't necessarily afford to go and fix up the hospital just so. KPH, great learning experience. Would go back, 10 out of 10 in terms of learning. Environment, After KPH, I went to, where did I go to? I went back to UWI for the next 4 weeks while I was on general surgery. When I reached back to UWI for Gen Surge, that's when I realized how much I just did not know. How deep I was into hot water, because exams were approaching. I had, call it 3 weeks, even at the beginning of the 4-week rotation. I had 3 weeks, because let's be honest, time just goes like that. You have to go there and you have to want to know stuff. You have to want to outshine everybody. You have to want to be an overachiever. And for surgery, I'll be honest, at the time, I didn't have it in me. I really didn't. And a big part of the reason why I didn't have it in me was because I was resitting clean heme, and that clean heme was taking a lot out of me. It was like, yo, really draining. I have to go and, try and beat the knowledge into my head. You have to be on the ball all the time, or you're just going to, pale in comparison. You're going to feel, not only are you going to feel stressed every day, well, that's just medicine really, but you're going to feel stressed because they're going to be grilling you on topics. And if you're not like going over topics every single day and reading ahead and not sleeping and literally being a zombie, then you're going to feel dumb. I'll be honest, you're going to feel dumb, and I felt dumb. I really did. So yeah. List of events, things that are gonna happen. Okay, 1, I have an exam tomorrow at 9 a.m. It's a resit, clean heme. Hate that course. It's cool though. Gonna pass the second time, for sure, without a doubt. Second thing, I really should have done this sequential order. Yesterday I said I wasn't going to go in to the hospital. Changed my mind this morning when I woke up. I'm gonna go in, gonna scrub in for surgery. Not even hopefully. I'm going to scrub in for surgery. Problem is, I don't know anything about the patient yet. So, I'm gonna find the patient this morning, take a history, do an examination. Then I'm gonna scrub in. I also have a class apparently. Gonna see how all of that goes. Okay, I look semi-decent. Time to make my breakfast. Then I'm leaving. Lego. Made my breakfast. Heading out the door now. It's a wrap.
Hi guys.
What up? So, this is my surgery team. Parts of them. Daniel, and this is Sankel. And we're about to go into OT. We're gonna scrub in, or I'm gonna scrub in. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go.
Alright, so as you could have guessed, I really didn't get to scrub in. And that's because I didn't really know anything about the patient. And the consultant at the time was like, yo, bro, you gotta know something about the patient. So I was like, alright, cool. And I really wanted to scrub in too, but I couldn't fight it because, I just saw it go.
That was my Gen Surge experience. I finished Gen Surge rotation and exams roll around. I had clean heme on the 16th, clinical hematology, and the reticular endothelial system. So I went in on the 16th, did clean heme. I was like, alright, boops, yeah. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Quick and easy, quick and fast. Went into the exam, circle, good. We left. I was like, yo, I feel good about this. I am not looking back at all. I am done with this course. Yeah, I had a long paper, the actual written paper to do on the 21st of December. And then the OSCE, Objective Structured Clinical Examination, on the 22nd of December. 21st rolled around. I was like, stressing, sweating. I was like, sweating. I'll go into the exam. I was like, yeah, all right, let me do this. So I go, circle. That wasn't so bad. Cool. That wasn't so bad. Actually, we did it on our computer, I think. Yeah, we did it on a computer. It was so long ago, I forgot. Answer. Boops. Not so bad. Cool. Next day, I have the OSCE to prepare for. Stressing, sweating. Oh my God. OSCE day rolls around the 22nd of December. Right before I'm running through things with my friends. Right before we're going to the exam, running through things. Yo, what's this? How you do this? Okay, examinations. Boom, boom, boom. Let me tell you how the OSCE was set up. OSCE, 13 stations. I know this is 3, but there's a 1 before it, and the other hand is preoccupied. 13 stations to do. 2 of those stations are rest stations, but they say rest stations, they're not really rest stations, let's be honest. It's a station where you can go and either prepare for the next trauma that you're about to experience, or go and try and answer the rest of the things that you may have missed out on, if you even remember the question. Because you don't get the question, you just get a piece of paper to write your answers in, and you have to move from one chair to the next. Keep moving. You get 5 minutes per station, so you have to move from station to station with just your answer booklet, and at each station there's a question and you have to go and answer it. And in the 5 minutes they go like that. It's literally so quick. And you don't even get time to process what you just did. You don't even get time to think about, was that answer even right? Like, bro, what did I just mess up? I don't know. You can't go back. You just have to keep going. And then 2 of the other 11 stations are actual patient stations. A patient will be there, a consultant will be sitting in the station waiting to assess whether you're going to do well, whether you're going to do foolishness, whether you're going to, I don't know, properly be able to diagnose whatever it is wrong with the person. The other 9 stations are actual written stations. You go and you write down stuff. Yeah, cool. So the 9 written stations, I did those and it was all right. Those, I felt like I actually went and I wrote stuff for that, and I was like, okay, cool. I felt semi-decent on those. The 2 patient stations that I went to, they were not good at all. The main objective for those patient stations are examinations. For my 2 patient stations, I had to do a thyroid examination and peripheral vascular disease. Assess someone's thyroid gland and also just the entire general examination of the body. Peripheral vascular disease, I had to assess somebody's leg and see if they had venous insufficiency. For the venous insufficiency, I kept telling the consultant about arterial insufficiency, and I kept face palming in the middle of the exam. I kept stopping. I was like, damn, no. I kept mixing the 2 up, and that was just a problem. That was just, yo, what were you doing? It's like, okay, that's where if you're not properly prepared, I didn't have it properly organized. I didn't have the information properly organized in my head. So I had the information in my head, I just didn't have it properly organized. So I would tell him, he'd say, okay, name me some of the clinical features you'd see in venous insufficiency. I told him 1 feature of venous insufficiency, and then I'd tell him another one for arterial insufficiency, right? And then he'd be like, no, that's arterial. And then I'd be like, oh. And then I'd tell him another venous, and then I'd go another arterial. And then he'd be like, what? No, fix up. And I was just like, damn. After I left the station, I was like, wow. That was rough. And then right after I went to and assessed the peripheral vascular disease, I had to go into the thyroid. So I didn't even have time to catch my breath, to think about what it is I just messed up on. I was just like, okay, right into the thyroid exam. That consultant was like, okay, assess this person's thyroid gland. And I was like, okay, cool. I start the examination, and I'm talking to the person, I'm assessing, I'm doing the examination, and cool, we finish. I finished assessing the thyroid gland. And then the consultant says, what else is there to do? And I know what to do for a thyroid examination. I've done it multiple times, but in the moment, the nerves just took over and I completely blanked. I just didn't say anything. And then he was like, so are you not going to go and check the fingers? Are you not going to check the eyes? Are you not going to check the hands? Are you not going to, do all these other things? And I was just like, damn, I messed up. Anyway, finished that station, had to go and move on to the next stations. Yeah, that was the OSCE. I walked out to the OSCE that day, completely silent. I didn't say a thing, I didn't say a word. I was just like, no, I can't. I don't have it in me. Drained, done. But I was done. I was like, yo, exams, surgery, done, gone, move on, Christmas break. Thank God. Yes. So right now I'm on general medicine. I just finished my first 4 weeks of general medicine, and oh my God, love it, love it, love it. I'll probably end up going into medicine, something in internal medicine, honestly. The way how I've been enjoying this course, I have been loving it. I cannot lie, really have been. Medicine, general medicine rotation. I just finished the first 4 weeks of Gen Med. Had a great time. All of my residents, the residents were nice, the consultants were nice, they were all, it was a great learning. I did it at UE. It was a great learning experience. It was conducive for learning, and everybody was just like, yo, these are the things you have to know, and please, you have to be on the ball, and we want you to learn, and we want this for you. So go home and read every day. And I've been reading every single day of my life. I've been tired, I've been a zombie. Today is Saturday. Monday, I'm gonna start the second 4 weeks of Gen Med. I'm moving on to Gen Med B on Monday. And boy, I've heard some things. Mostly what I've heard is just that it's stressful and that I'm probably not going to enjoy the experience. But I'm not going to let that phase me moving forward. I'm going to go with an open mind and see what I go on, see if I can just go through. And because let's be honest, I'm just going there to learn. I'm going to school, going to the hospital to learn. And if anybody is in a pissy mood and they try to take out their anger or aggression on me, I'm going to ignore you. Like, I'm not going to let that phase me, let that ruin my day. And if you start shouting at me for no reason, bro, that's just you. Like, that's you. That's on you. You are not going to ruin my day. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
Push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they